Yes, sir. Let's go. Got a yam on that nigga head. Ah! Give me that, boy. Let's go. My nigga taking over first quarter. My boys take over.
On the inside, the best field goal percentage in the league. And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number one overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Smack. Let's go. Here goes. Watch this.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Here's Giles. Pass to Dean.
Clamps, bitch.
Lakers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one. I like their aggressiveness in that one.
Look at the score.
To go out and take it.
It's 17-0, bro.
On the floor that they did not own.
Timeout
Tough.
called by the Kings. And I just love the skill set that Marquise Morris has to look at that forward position. He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. He can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. And the pass to Bailey.
This nigga.
The whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Excuse me.
Kyle Kuzma picks one up. To the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes, and it's a 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Holmes. And Davis pulls it down.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Celtics was outstanding. Picked up 58 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers.
Green.
When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win. When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around.
Oh.
Here's Davis.
And one, ref.
So a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
Fox passes to Cousins. For Davis. No good from Cousins.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumps.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
No good on the shot. Great D that time from Davis.
Who said that?
Davis takes it out. Joseph, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Fox, the bounce pass. A fadeaway. They get the rebound. Holmes missed inside.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And he dunks it down. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show
Get that
it.
shit
And
out
that's out of bounds.
of here, nigga.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. Bielitsa comes in for the shot hole.
Scored on his
Kyle
head,
Kuzma's
bro.
checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Avery Bradley. Here's Mr. Clutch, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fox looking it over. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles.
Hat time,
Thank you,
boy.
David, and we'll be right back after halftime.
3 steals, boy.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, who play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best players does well. And as many times as I can get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well,
Damn, you don't gotta hack him all the time, bro.
A fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that depth.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Mr. Clutch out there with Avery Bradley, and it's Davis at the 5 spot.
And what we know about Cousins is he's a competitor, and I think he just relishes the opportunity every night to get out there and show what he's capable of doing. And I think a lot of people have been rooting for him, more so in the past couple of years than when he first came into the league.
Fox against Bradley. Teardrop shot, and with the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Here's Fox. Lakers leading by 17. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
That's tough.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Mr. Clutch, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
And coaches looking to see
Trying to think, what did I do the three-point contest?
every possession.
Gotta feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Marquis
And
Morris
one,
in for
ref.
Davis. DeRozan comes in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Avery Bradley. Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. That free throw good for Mr. Clutch. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously, and I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina...
Oh, goodness. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, some agility shown by DeMarcus Cousins, even at that size, still get on up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Cousins gets it to go from 8 feet.
He
Cousins
just
has got 5
babying
points now
him.
this quarter.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
It's just
No reason, babe. No reason.
Here's James. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good. Caruso.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Fox. To the left wing. The 3 from Joseph. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession.
Block that shit, boy.
From deep. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers lead by 20. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Nigga hit the backboard. Oh, he scored on his head.
The Kings. They've got Bielitsa, Deshaun Holmes out
Green.
there with Child. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Joseph in its shooting guard.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
Outside, Joseph. Passes to Child. Back to Joseph. From the arc. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Down low, and Joseph kicks to Bielitsa. Outside, Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Picked his pocket. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Mr. Clutch. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Right side, Fox. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean, well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game,
and the star player is still in the game, somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Yeah. Early in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start to play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
Sacramento making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Joseph. And then for Los Angeles, Ed Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley subbed in for Alex Caruso. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Derrickson. Now here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Kings. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Pass to Derrickson. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Mr. Clutch, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Damn, get off my
the
back,
years
boy.
that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Clutch.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Shot clock at 2. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
I got 70 points, babe.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
70 points, man.
So it's on.
Take a picture right quick.
Los Angeles winning this one easy. This run. Which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win that they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Bailey, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.